Reaching your peak performance is as easy as watching your favorite superhero overcome any obstacle in their path. If only we believed in ourselves as much as we believed the superhero would always prevail. No matter how impossible the scenario was in the hero's story, we always knew they would come out on top, saving the world once again. The peak performance inside of you can last longer than one play in a game and even longer than one season. The peak performance you seek can be as great as some of the greatest peak seasons you ever watch. So let's start the visual exercise here and feel what it's like to harness this internal strength. New neuroscience discoveries break down the super technology in the mind. Not too many coaches are even aware of how to unlock an athlete's true peak performance through consuming the right content before performing at your highest self. Stay to the end of this video where I'll teach you how athletes around the world are reaching their peak performance, discovering new ways to compete at their highest level, and even late in their career, when other athletes their age are starting to consider to retire. Blue Lotus Era is an era for you to rediscover your internal purities. Through this community, together we will elevate our community's consciousness. All it takes is for you to want to be great, and the journey will open up as you set the example as a person living prosperous in our communities around the world. Together we can and we will awaken our brothers and sisters in our local communities. The actions you take today will have a ripple effect on tomorrow's awakening. All I ask for you today is why not today? Take one step forward. The community thanks you for this. Now let's liberate our vibrations together. Now welcome back to the day you remember. Modern day athletes are proceeding past expectations late in their career. A well-known athlete who changed the game by being recruited straight out of high school, LeBron James. James has exceeded expectations by achieving 4 championship titles among 3 NBA teams in a 20-year plus career span. James is now 39 years old and recently gave his team another playoff appearance in this 2023 season. Many people would say after watching this exciting season, he still has the potential to reach his peak performance. He also believes that he can maintain this peak performance for another 5 years, giving him enough time to possibly play in the league with one of his sons. Another amazing athlete who has proceeded past expectations, competed in the NFL for 22 years, and achieved 7 Super Bowl rings. With 2 teams in his career, Tom Brady. The journey of Tom Brady's career amplifies what it means to compete at your peak performance. In the last year of his career, he was able to bring his team to the Super Bowl at the age of 44. Many people would agree at the end of his career, he looked as if he could compete for another 3 after performing at such a high level at an old age. Exceeding past expectations and age standards can only happen by reaching your peak performance. The last example is of an athlete who is in their own category and breaking the age standards of competition. Julia Hurricane Hawkins competed in the 100-yard dash at the age of 105, finishing just over 1 minute and 2 seconds. Not only has she been able to maintain great health for 105 years, but she still harnesses the ability to push her body to the limit. In America, after the age of 65, most seniors can barely walk without assistance. What she achieved at 105 is just incredible. Example of tapping into her peak performance regardless of her age and social norms. New neuroscience discoveries prove that once one human breaks the barrier to what we believe to be our limited possibilities, those limited restrictions in our mind open up to the possibilities of breaking new records. The power of our beliefs plays a huge role in what the body can take on before entering any competition. After taking a deep dive into the human cell body and neuroscience studies to where the root of this power origins from, we can tell now that we have a reflection mechanism built into our human cell body. The mirror neurons transmit what we want to experience in our body to the brain, matching what the subconscious and the mirror neurons are receiving. Don't make the mistake of your wants and your true desires that your subconscious has reflected in your reality. The subconscious mind is a sponge that cannot distinguish from reality and non-reality, which challenges our beliefs about this reality, causing us to navigate internal and external beliefs with our conscious mind. We often overlook anything that we consume, eat, watch, smell, touch, and listen to is imprinted into our subconscious as we are experiencing the action. So here's how we now understand more clearly that the peak performance can be accomplished by anybody who believes in so. In 1954, Roger Bannister broke through a paradigm humans believed as impossible until the day he ran under a 4-minute mile at the age of 25. Before he broke this record, not one athlete had in their mind running faster than this impossible time could be accomplished. After one miracle became possible for Bannister, a miracle emerged about the human potential. Once one person breaks the barrier, it easily became an accessible vision for many other athletes around the world. And not even a week passed by before other athletes mysteriously were able to run under a 4-minute mile as well. That would seem impossible 2 weeks prior. This human potential, when broken down, starts with the visualization that yes, pushing past what we believe to be possible before competing at the highest level. This visualization is an agreement with yourself that everything that you visualize has the potential to come true. Then, once you see this visualization as true in your mind's eye, the mirror principle creates accessibility into infinite possibilities to override any scenario entirely, reflecting more than your physical appearance, but your thoughts, intentions, and emotions. Now, your metaphorical mind mirror mirrors your internal world, projecting it onto the canvas of your reality. Your peak performance is now more accessible than any coach has ever shown you in your past. All it takes is for you to make the time for your visualization of your reality. Start now and achieve what you believed as impossible before watching this video. Our thoughts affect our emotions, which influence the outcome of our experiences. Your willingness to take control of your thoughts will project your peak performance, and the ability to access this daily through practice and strengthen your emotional state of your desired outcome. Best part about the mirror principle, as you begin to work on yourself, your reflection will emanate out into the world, allowing someone else in your community to witness this access of ability within themselves. You may feel alone on this journey, but your reflection is always looking at you in the mirror, waiting for you to say, yes, I can. Our community grows stronger each day you decide to reflect intentionally towards your desired outcomes. Thanks for reflecting inwards with me. This is Ellis, and you're watching the Blue Lotus Era. Please like, share, and subscribe if anything resonated with you here today. Peace, family.